This is the Quiet Storm. A beautiful night as we count down the week a little closer to the holidays. And of course, just a wonderful opportunity for us to bond and get together as we always do. I'm Lenny Green, and I told you we would have company dropping by this week. And this week is a big week for her. And I hate kind of introducing her in the way that most people and most of us has, but I have to. We grew up watching this young lady, and she makes me feel kind of old right now, older than what I really should want to feel, because this woman has gone to do some great, wonderful things. She's come a long way from Sesame Street, a long way from being Ashley Banks on The Fresh Prince, and now she is a phenomenal, amazing writer. She's a director. She's a phenomenal actress, as we all know. And she's an executive producer. It is a pleasure to be welcoming back to the Quiet Storm. It's been such a long time. Miss Tatyana Ali. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's been too long. I was so excited to
Way
hear
too
that
long.
speak with you today.
It is my honor to see you and to speak with you and to congratulate you on everything that you have done. This week is a big week for you because you're counting down to all of us seeing your Lifetime movie that you are executive producing. But it's not the first time you're stepping into this arena of controlling things and directing things and doing things.
Yeah, this the film is called The Holiday Proposal Plan. It's a romantic comedy. It's a really wonderful story. And it's very funny. Um, and yeah, and I get to executive produce this time around, which is great. I've been working with Lifetime for a number of years now, making holiday films with them and dramatic films. And this is the first time, I think this is the first time that I'm EPing on one. I've produced
Congrats.
before with them, but um, yeah, it's awesome. I don't know how in control it makes you. It just makes you maybe a little more responsible.
Well, responsibility is something that you adapted a long time ago once you decided to make acting, your love, your passion, because there's a certain amount, and you were a child actor. I mean, that's a great deal of responsibility for a kid. No?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a lot of responsibility. It can be a lot of pressure. It can also be really, really fun. I
Yeah.
don't think you realize the responsibility as a kid. I know for me, I was just playing. I didn't really, worry about the results, or that's more of a grown-up thing that we put on ourselves after, when we get older.
Tatyana Ali is going to have everyone starting to propose if they haven't started already proposing on holidays. I can't wait to see the film. You said it's fun, it's perfect, and it's also a strong issue of what you're dealing with as well. Because in addition to the movie, you got this TV campaign that you worked out with Campbell,
Yes, yes.
and
Yeah.
you also have and we're going to talk about this. You're doing everything, and then you have a holiday album coming out.
Yes,
Is
I
that true?
do. I did a commercial spot for Campbell's that's also going to be airing during this film for the first time on Lifetime, and it's called Spoonful of Joy. It's a beautiful story. I play a mom with a special needs baby, and it just kind of shows her journey along the way. To any parents out there, we know like how the number one job you have, I felt like this when my kids were toddlers, was to feed them, and sometimes that is the most difficult job. And so but it's a really beautiful story, and I hope people enjoy that. And that it's a 6-minute commercial, so we're doing
Wow.
something I've never done anything like that before. But we had a great time doing it, and I think it'll resonate with a lot of people. It's very it was made with a lot of heart. And yeah, and then the opportunity to sing, to work with composer Damian Sneed. He's a conductor. He's a
Wow.
professor at Howard University in Juilliard, and we've been friends for a little while, and we
Hey,
talked about doing a project, and suddenly, like, the stars aligned, and we had these 3 magical days not very long ago. This happened in September in
Hmm.
the studio, and I never experienced that kind of freedom before, um, and with music and with singing. And yeah, a holiday album came out. Some original songs, some covers, uh, some reimaginings of classics that go to my culture. You
Yeah.
know, some Spanish language. I hope people really like it. It's called All I Have.
So should we go into one of those songs right now?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a good idea, right?
That'd be awesome.
Okay, so why don't you pick the song? It has to be something sexy. I mean, something slow, obviously. We're in the quiet storm. So pick the song and let's go into it. And tell me
Ooh.
about it.
So, how about so this one we call Flow because we didn't intend to make this song. It kind of happened. We were all having such a great time and like vibing so much in the studio that this kind of jazz moment happened.
Mm,
And on the EP, I think it's like 6 to 8 minutes on the EP, but you could play a part of it.
okay.
And and it all happened pretty much in one take. And I got behind the mic and like it just happened. And yeah, so this one's called Flow.
Tatyana Ali is giving us these Barry White, Isaac Hayes kind of music, like 15 minutes on one record. All right, let's do this.
I
And
know.
flow. Let's flow with Tatyana Ali tonight on the Quiet Storm, baby. Oh, it's this beautiful night. It's a holiday. Holidays are beautiful, and holidays can be sad. But
Mm,
holidays, for the most part, it brings families together. That's what I've always loved about the holidays, and I thank you for allowing my family to be close to you tonight. I'm Lenny Green, and welcome inside the Quiet Storm. We have family, extended family. That's through friendship, and that is
mm.
the actress, the executive producer now, Miss Tatyana Ali, is with us, and it's going down this Saturday on Lifetime, if I'm not
Mm,
mistaken.
that's
8
right.
p.m., 7 p.m. Central, and it's called the Holiday Proposal Plan.
The
Now,
holiday plan.
what's a holiday proposal plan? Tell me about.
Well, my the character I play, she and her best friend, um, they come up with a plan to try to get her boyfriend to propose to her.
Look at this.
And yeah, so plan is a really important part of the title because that's of course the best laid plans. They go awry. Comedy ensues. They're in a cabin where they fell in love, and it's just my character's parents are also there, so it's family, friendship, romance, and trying to get to the truth of things, the honesty, the love, trying to
Hmm.
mend relationships
But hold on. I need
during
to
this
understand
season.
something. I need to
Yeah.
understand this though. So it's still traditional that men propose, right?
That's traditional, but I don't know if that's not necessarily how it goes down everywhere.
This is true. I know I've met a couple of ladies who actually came to my events and proposed to their men at my events. So I
Yeah.
know some ladies do it differently. But now in this holiday proposal plan that you have, this in this film, it's contrived by you and your girlfriend to
Yeah.
get the guy who you're involved with to propose.
No, to get the guy she's involved with to
To
propose.
propose. So what kind of
Who's best friends with my character's ex.
so what tricks are we coming up here? So because someone's going to incorporate this. I know this for a fact. So please tell me what are the tricks that you have or this leads us to.
Uh, um, let's see. They come up with really cute. My character's a travel journalist, and so she comes up with really cute ideas based on all the places she's traveled around the world during the holidays and
Okay.
written about. And so they do all of these different traditions from around the world that are also
Wow.
very romantic traditions, trying to kind of set the tone. So her
Hmm.
boyfriend kind of gets the hint that maybe it's time to make plans
Give
for the
what's a real life
future.
hint? Is a real life hint on a weekend, you're with your girlfriend and you go shopping and she's stopping by the jewelry store. Is that a hint that we as men need to understand? Give me a real life hint.
I think that's a real hint. I think some I think a lot of times women are really vocal actually, and you don't really need to look too hard for the hint. You just have to listen when
True.
she says.
True.
So what are when she starts the conversation about the future and what it
Mm,
might look like
right. Of
for
course.
both of you to be in the future together.
Right. Of course. Of course. Look, it's good to know these things. It really is, because we as men, we don't want to go off this beaten path and do something crazy. But I do know surprising a woman who you would like to spend the rest of your life with is something that is unforgettable for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it
And
is.
hopefully you just last until the end of time. But how did your husband propose to you? May I ask that?
Oh, yeah, it was very romantic. I'll never forget it. And I was totally surprised. I didn't know what was coming. In fact, I love nature, and I don't do it as much as I should, as much as I wish I did. But I love hiking and I love trees. And he took me on a hike in the redwoods, and
Hmm.
uh, it was just we were just having so much fun. I didn't realize that you know this trip was leading to that. Um, and in fact, when he when he got down on one knee, I actually sat down next to him
Oh
because I didn't
wow.
understand what
That's crazy.
he was like. Get up. So there's something to be said. Part of the surprise, or not surprise, but you know, um, part of what was wonderful of that experience for me is that he knew he wasn't afraid of the timing
No, we
of where
know.
we're in our relationship to begin this part of our life together. He he knew what time it was. I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to make hints or anything
And
like that.
you knew,
Oh,
you knew, and
that's
that
the only
time,
stuff.
that timing was perfect for you. He knew what time, and that time was perfect for you.
That timing was perfect for me, and I yeah, absolutely,
Wow,
not a doubt, not a doubt. I
I
felt all
love
the
it.
explosions, just
And
no
now, how
doubt.
long have you guys been married for?
We have been married for 7 years, 7 years and change. So we're still, yeah.
It's a
It
special
doesn't
year.
feel like that long. Yeah.
I know. Well, when you find the right one, it never does. So I'm so happy for you. And you're a mom of what, two boys?
2 boys. Yes.
Wow,
7 and
that's great.
4. 2 babies. Oh yeah, I'm busy over here. That's where
Oh, I
you're
know
like,
you
this is
are.
a busy week. I'm like, busier than which week?
Exactly, because you're busy all the time. I got it. Tatyana Ali is with us tonight. Give me one of your favorite holiday songs that I can go into, and because I want to come back and address something serious that you have did a couple of years ago that I wanted to just bring back to the forefront and let everybody know. But what's one of your favorite Christmas songs, holiday songs?
One of my favorite Christmas songs. Um, Laying on the mistletoe. I want to get to know
This
you
Christmas,
better
got it.
this Christmas. Oh, I love that song. I love
And
it. And
we
Lenny
love
Green has a
you.
version of that song that is just so good.
I know that's right. Yes, yes, yes. We'll come back and chop it up and cap it up with Miss Tatyana Ali. This is the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm is special and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And thank you for turning us on. Thank you for getting close to us. I'm Lenny Green, and this is the most romantic place you can be. And you don't have to be in love to be involved with the Quiet Storm. You just got to find the right setting because it's all about loving you first and foremost. Am I wrong, Tatyana Ali?
You are not wrong. That is the truth.
So take some time to love up on you and take some time for you this holiday season. And I do know it can be difficult for some because it's difficult for me as well. I know there's someone not sitting at the table that we miss, but
Mhm.
please keep them in your spirit and keep them in the forefront of your mind. But this beautiful lady has been in the forefront of our eyes for years. Miss Tatyana Ali, in case you didn't know, is joining us tonight. And I am so happy that you are doing so many wonderful things. Let me just remind everyone this coming Saturday on the Lifetime Network, you have the holiday proposal plan. Fellas, I want you definitely to check out this Lifetime movie. Definitely. I think we all need to check it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to record it because I want to play it back and play it back and play it back just to make sure and see how things go. Because, these ladies, no, with all due respect, y'all know how to do certain things, set up certain things. So I just want to like to learn. I'm a Renaissance man, so I like to learn and pay attention. So
Mm.
please check out the holiday proposal plan. She is the executive producer, aside from starring in it, and that's a wonderful thing. Congratulations on that, Tatiana.
Thank you. Thank
So, but I want to address something that you just recently hooked up with Shirley Ralph. She
you.
had her
Yes.
Divas thing, and you mentioned something at her event that really needs to be brought to your attention because to everyone's attention once again. A couple of years ago, you had an ordeal. during your pregnancy. And you said this thing happens to a lot of women of color, indigenous people as well.
Mhm.
So, what is that thing that we need, women need, families need to be aware about? And I'm happy that you were able to speak on the Congress. You spoke at Congress on Congress floor to deal with this issue.
Yeah, I've been doing this work for gosh, oh, is it close to my youngest baby's for 4 years, 4 to 5 years, and it's I was actually lucky because even though I experienced obstetric violence and had a very traumatic birth that landed my first baby in the NICU for 4 days
Mhm.
because of what happened in the hospital during his birth. Um, we were lucky, but maternal mortality, the numbers are outrageous here in the United States, and it
Mm.
affects Black women and Indigenous women 3 to 4 times. The rates are 3 to 4 times higher, and there are many reasons for that. The reproductive justice community has done an incredible job. These advocates and birth workers, they've done an incredible job getting the message out. Um, uh, and they've also done incredible work creating legislation. And
Mm.
that is what I was able to announce partnership with Cheryl Lee Ralph's organization, the Divas Foundation. During her event, Divas Simply Singing, that aired on ABC, there's an incredible piece of legislation. It's called the Momnibus Bill, and it's gone up uh, a couple times by the Black Maternal Health Caucus,
Okay.
group of Congress people in Congress, and but only one part of that bill has been passed.
Wow.
One piece of legislation about vaccinations, and but this bill it would drastically change the outcomes. And
Mm.
I just encourage people to look it up, to read pieces of the bill. If you go to the Black Maternal Health Caucus's website, you'll find the bill right there.
Okay.
It's an extraordinary piece of legislation. What happened to me in the hospital would not have happened, and if it had happened, I would also even have a way to report it, which I didn't.
Got it.
Why I
Wow.
went to Congress. So please look it up, the Momnibus Bill, and
Omnibus.
call your representatives and get it passed. It will help Black women. It will help Indigenous women, all birthing people, and it would actually, what it would place would actually change healthcare for everyone.
Well, I just want to applaud you for using your platform and your celebrity status to bring awareness to this, because sometimes it depends who brings it to the table that they pay attention to, and sometimes, despite of who brings it to the table, they still can push it to the side as well. So
That's
I'm
right.
glad. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's important that we make sure that we do talk to our representatives if they're there to work for us. We need to hold them accountable for various things.
That
And
is
we know how things slip through the cracks. So thank you for doing what you do. And may this be very, very successful, obviously, moving forward.
Thank you so much.
No, my honor. But I want to let you go, but I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with us tonight inside the Quiet Storm. And also, ladies and gentlemen, get prepared for her this weekend, this Saturday, December 16th, the holiday proposal plan. You say it's going to be funny and what?
It's funny, it's romantic.
Mm,
I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings some light and levity to this season for you and yours. Um, and happy holidays.
no question. And speaking of happy holidays, you can keep this holiday season with Tatyana Ali because she just released a Christmas album, All I Have. And why did you entitle that like that?
Um, we were working on a reimagining of the Little Drummer Boy that has calypso music. My father's from Trinidad, so
Yeah,
we had a steel drum player come, and
nice.
it's really a reimagining of the story of that song. And we were talking about what that song really means, what the little drummer boy is doing when he comes with the drum. And what
Mhm.
he says, I have no gifts for you. I don't have anything to give this miraculous baby. I have nothing, but I have my drum.
Mm.
And while we were working on that song and in the studio, your drum.
Your heartbeat.
We all have it. That's all I have. That's all I have.
That's all that's
And
needed.
that's all you need
Yes.
is you.
We love you and we thank you. Keep doing what you're doing, sister, and keep glowing and growing. You know what I'm saying? Keep glowing and growing because you are definitely doing that immensely. Always great to see you. Much continued success. And we'll be watching you as you continue to go down this journey.
Thank you. It's so good to talk to you.
Always, always. Tatyana Ali, inside of the Quiet Storm tonight.